Excuse me. Hi, I'm Phyllis from the Doll Corner, and today I want to continue with the video I had, my last video. The last video I was showing you how to change the neckline in a basic pattern. Well, today I want to show you how you can change the sleeves to look different and the hem length. This one is just straight across and hemmed, and a short sleeve with a little binding on it. And I find sometimes with the knit fabric it's easier to put a binding on than trying to hem it. Sometimes it wants to stretch out of shape. And this is my basic pattern. And once I have it fitting at the shoulders and the bust line and neat looking across the back, then I like to keep using the same pattern. So this one, if I was young and wanted my tummy out, I would take and cut it off about here, put a casing in it and run some elastic, and then I could wear it with my tummy out, and it'd be nice and cool. And then this is the one that I did in my last video. And I just hemmed the sleeve. It's a short sleeve as well. I want to show you how I rounded the corners, the edges at the side. And to hem this, I hemmed this first and this, and then I sewed it into the side seam. And that way it's easy. You get a nice, neat corner edge there. But there are a lot of different ways. If I wanted to make a longer at the back, I would just cut this off here. And have it shorter at the front. Or if I wanted to have a rounded, I might even come up higher on the sides and just bring it down like sort of on a nice gentle slope, front and back. Or I could leave it straight across the front with a long tail, or I could make rounded up on the sides. There's just a lot of different ways you can do it. This is another sleeve that I have done. I made a gathering ruffle, and I doubled it so I didn't have to hem it. I just doubled it and put it in that way. Depending on the fabric, you might want to double it because if it's a heavy fabric, but this way, this is a lightweight. Then I gathered a little bit here, put a bow on it. I put a little piece of ribbon to reinforce it just in case, being such a fine fabric, it might pull out. I made a ruffled neck, and this is just as a straight bottom. This one, I bought it, and I really like the sleeve on it. It goes down, but if you want to bring it up, there's a tab. And the tab is 7 inches long, and they put a buttonhole in it, and they sewed it at 10 inches up here on the sleeve, at the top of the sleeve, and added a button. And you button it and it brings it up. It brings it up like this. So it's nice if you're working around in the kitchen or anywhere else that your sleeve might get wet or soiled, especially when we're having to wash our hands so often now to keep away from the flues and things. So it's, and this can be put on top that you already have, and you could, if you don't have the fabric, you could always put a contrasting piece of fabric, and you just sew it up in here and then bring your loop up. It's very easy to do. Then I've got, let's see, made this. This is just a little round top and a straight bottom and a short sleeve. I also made one of the same fabric in a long sleeve, and then I made this navy fabric. It's a wool and catches everything, and I put a binding around in to match my tops, and on the arm opening. It's an easy let's get her straightened out here. And I made a pair of pants to match in the navy. So I've got very casual, easy outfit to wear. And from this topper, I made this little jacket just by adding a sleeve to it. I bound the sleeve, and I put binding all around, all the way around it. Put some buttons on it and some. So that's what I've been working on. There's if you look at the ready-to-wear items in the stores, you can often find nice little ideas that you can transfer onto your own designs. Just as that sleeve. Now you can buy a pattern with that sleeve, I'm sure, but just by looking at it and taking a few measurements off it, you can come home and create it. I think that's what I like about sewing, the ways you can change things. So, if you find any of my videos interesting, please subscribe. Touch the bell so you'll get a notice when I bring my next video out. If you have any questions, be sure and email me at dollfashion77@gmail.com. Be sure and give me a thumbs up. They claim the thumbs up really counts. And leave me a comment. I appreciate my comments. And thank you to all my subscribers, and thanks for watching. Bye now.